I went from strict to stricto, strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Strict. I went from strict. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. The Arsenal way. Big Stricto here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, whatever it is that these other YouTubers tell you to do. But do it for me. As you can see on the screen, it's not D. It's Igal. I've got a special guest with me. His first appearance on the channel, bro. How you doing, Igal? What you saying to me, bro?
I'm good, man. It's international break, no stress, just chilling. You know what I mean? It seems like everyone already forgot about Man City beating us in the cup final. They've already moved on to other things. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back to that, man. I mean, there's not much going on in the Arsenal world, but at the same time, there is things going on in the Arsenal world. Depending on how you wanna spin it, whether it's agenda driven or you just want to talk and have content. For me, it's never really been about agenda. It's always been about Arsenal. Um, I put the club before agenda. I know some people struggle to do that, especially with this whole YouTube content space. Some people are literally milking it off the agenda.
Now, but it's true
Um,
though.
yes,
People would call you negative, wouldn't they? Because you threw your season ticket.
yeah, bro. Bro. Some people say it wasn't even a season ticket. Some people said it was a bus pass. Some people said it was the Oyster card.
Anyone
Um,
said to you, you just threw a silver member.
I haven't heard that one. That's a new one. Do you get what I'm saying? But you know what? Going back to that, to be fair, yeah, like even off of that clout chase, as some people say, I never really gained from it. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't have a channel then, so it wasn't even like I was trying to like promote a channel. Um, so some people say, "Oh yeah, he tried to get a full-time gig off of AFTV at the time." Again, I didn't. It wasn't any of that, to be fair. Like it was just frustrated with the direction of the club, frustrated with the
Do you still
manager,
go on
frustrated with the
AFTV?
players. Huh?
Do you still go on AFTV?
Yeah, man. But the only reason why people probably don't see me a lot on AFTV is because I don't go to matches, well, this season. So I do a lot of my watch along. So where am I going to have time to go on AFTV to do content with them? Like I'm pushing my own channel. So that's what it is. But listen, I was invited to the watch along for the Man City game. Unfortunately, because it clashed with my own channel, so I didn't go. But I've got no issues with them lot. Me and Robbie are sweet, and me and everyone else that's involved with AFTV is sweet. Cecil, Lee, anyone you can think of. Do you know what I mean? So I did the whole DR Sports during the African Nations. I gave time to that. So yeah, that's that. I just had to say that, Igal, because
Hey,
you know
you know how it
at the
is.
time,
You
you know,
and Yardman don't do two fan cams back to back, and people are like, "Oh, they left also." It's just how it is. You know what it is?
bro. Look, I had one of these idiots. What's his name? Bombside. Like, oh, he can't even get on AFTV. Like everyone else is coming in front of him, and like we've got this guy in front of him. Da. I'm just thinking, this is the thing with the internet. I suppose a lot of people just say shit they don't know, or they deliberately just say shit, think that they're rattling you. But listen, I know the truth. Like I'm trying to promote my channel. I've never actually given my channel as much light like I have this season. It's just been a channel that's been there, and I thought, you know what, Igal, let me just try to push my own channel. Listen, I'm glad and happy for everything that I do with AFTV, and I continue to do with AFTV. But I sometimes, capitalize on your own shit. So that's what I'm doing.
Like,
But here we are. But yeah, man, obviously, like I said, international break, the big talking point is Arsenal players pulling and
cheating.
coming off of international duty, cheating, as some would yeah, cheating, we're cheating. Like where'd you sit
Apparently, we cheaters.
where'd you sit with that, Ego?
You know what? I'm just gonna say to the Hamzas, to the Liverpool fans, to the Saids. I thought you said we're gonna bottle the league. I thought you said you didn't care. I thought you said it didn't matter because at the end of the season we know who's gonna win. So now all of a sudden, what's changed? Why is everyone all rattled by things that Sir Alex Ferguson used to do, Pep did, Klopp,
Mourinho, Mourinho.
everybody did this.
Hmm.
Everybody did this. And maybe if Brazil let Rafinha go early instead of staying and playing the game versus France, maybe he wouldn't be injured for 5 weeks. You know what I mean? Some of these guys are playing friendlies and they're first team established starters for their nation. Does it make sense for them to continue to play in international friendlies that are pointless when they're not 100% like at this moment in time, or let them get rest up for the second half of this for the last end of the season part because you need them at the World Cup? I'm gonna name names: Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice. Do they really
Hmm.
need to prove anything to England? No,
Hmm.
they're established starters. Gabriel Saliba, established for both their countries at this moment in time as one of their top centre backs. Then you go to Odegaard, the club captain for the country's captain, for God's sakes. Zubamendi, Zubamendi, if he starts, if he doesn't start, he's still going on the plane to for the Spanish
Yeah,
national
yeah,
team.
squad, 100% at least a squad player.
Hincapie is starting for his country. They
Mm.
have the best defense, and he's part of that defense. You
Mm.
keep going through it. Trossard, one of the more important players for Belgium for the last couple tournaments.
Mm.
Um, then you just keep going through the list. You just keep seeing starter, starter, starter.
Timber,
Besides
Timber as well.
Timber as well. Besides Eze and Madueke, everybody else is pretty much a starter for their nation. So what's with all the worry? These guys are still making their team. They have nothing to prove. The guys remaining, but the Ben Whites, the Martinellis, the Kai Havertz, these guys, I get why they're playing. They haven't played for their nation in a while, or
Mm.
they're trying to get a spot on the plane for the World Cup. So I get why they're still there. But some of the anger and some of the upset people, they honestly, it's almost as if they were wishing one of our players were to get injured this international break.
International.
And the fact that our players have not only not gotten injured, but they've gone back early, they're getting angry about something that everybody else does. And especially the hypocrisy from City and Tottenham fans who have been begging for their own team to do this.
Yeah.
Instead of crying about Arsenal, just be like, you know what, fair play. I probably want my team to do this if I was in a similar situation. Why don't you say that? Because they can't say that. They can't be objective. When it's Arsenal, everybody has to chime in and say some BS.
You know, for such a long time, I have waited for Arsenal to do something like this for such a long time, and I suppose it hasn't really mattered because for a long time we haven't been in a running for a league run. But when we definitely was, I remember certainly under Arsene Wenger, Fergie used to pull this every time. No fail. Like he done it to the point where it was never even a topic of conversation because it was the norm. You know, Giggsy never went March internationals, yeah,
He was the captain.
and he was the captain. He never went. No one ever argued it. It was just so normal, and now everyone's tripping because we're doing it. And I'm actually, bro. I've loved every meltdown from rival fans and from the media at large. I've loved every meltdown. First of all, they said come December we wouldn't be top of the table, right? When that went out the window, then they shifted it to, oh, Arsenal are only scoring from set pieces. And when that went out the window, the whole own goal thing came in. Our own goal is Arsenal's second top goal scorer, third goal scorer. And when that went out the window, they just keep moving and moving and moving the goalpost each time, thinking Arsenal fans legitly care about all these small factors. And now the next thing now is this calling back 10 players back. I don't understand. When we had big Gabby out from international duty, we missed him against Bayern Munich. Yeah, he was injured for I don't know how many games he was out for. He was out for a length of time. A stalwart in our defense. In my opinion, the best defender we've got in the club. And again, in my opinion, the best defender in the world, if not Europe. Yeah, he's out. We play Bayern Munich and we still beat Bayern Munich. That never gets mentioned. I mean, he picked up that injury in a meaningless international game. So when people are crying, Igal, I don't. In fact, I welcome their tears. Their tears greases up my arms and my joints, bro. Like it
Well,
really does.
I'm gonna tell my kids about how the last 3 seasons we fell short. We had the season, the miracle season, where we weren't supposed to be even in top four, and we came short last minute because Man City were just better than us. Then the
Yeah,
season before that, where we went to the final day and versus West Ham. West Ham even equalized, but then Man City go and win the
took
game.
over. Yeah,
Then the next season, we think it's our year, but Mo Salah has the season of his life. Liverpool have better consistency than us, and we have some injuries that are unrecognizable. The team was so battered. And now this season, we find ourselves 5 weeks into the season, 5 points behind Liverpool. No,
yeah.
Liverpool went 5 wins in a row, and then we dropped some points. We
And we
dropped
lost to Liverpool as well.
and we dropped points to City. So we're 5 points behind them after 5 game weeks. What happens? We are now over 20 points ahead of Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 21
So we've
points, I
made a
believe.
25-point swing from game week 5. 21-point swing. Sorry, 26-point swing on Liverpool since game week 5, and we are top of the league since game week 7. People have said Arsenal don't deserve to win this league. We have the most goals, the least goals conceded. We have the most wins, and we are currently on pace to win this league with currently 9 points clear. I don't care what anybody says. Whatever stage they're at. At the denial stage, they said to themselves, it doesn't matter. But if you're at the denial stage, you're saying they're gonna bottle it anyways, right? If you're what's the next stage after denial? If I'm not mistaken, let me go.
Isn't it acceptance?
No, acceptance is the last
Is the
stage.
last stage.
There's
Five
five. There's five
five
stages
stages
of
of
grief,
grief.
right?
Let's have a look at it.
The
Five
five
stages of
the
grief.
5 stages of grief. Okay, so there's denial. If
Yeah.
they're denying the fact that we're gonna win it, they're saying this team is not that good. Man City's gonna win it. Then there's the angry stage. The angry stage is when they start saying this is the worst champions ever. This is what do you call it? This is a shit league, anyways. This team is average. Worst title defense
Worst
in
title race.
football,
Yeah,
worst
worst title
title
race
rate,
ever.
worst everything,
Yeah.
right? They
Yeah.
criticize everybody, Arteta shit, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then comes the bargaining, stage 3. The
Yeah.
bargaining phase is Pep. You can't do this. You can't let Arsenal win the league. You can't.
Yeah.
We can't let Arsenal win the league. We can't let Pep. You need to step it up, Pep, or else your legacy as the greatest ever manager is going down the drain if you let Arteta's Arsenal beat you. Blah 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 blah. And then people are talking about bargaining. They're trying to bargain. They're saying, "Oh, we need to lose these 3 points for the greater cause to stop Arsenal from winning the league." This is the level of bargaining that has gone to Chelsea fans saying, we're gonna lose to City on purpose, so it stops Arsenal from winning the league. I don't care if we get Champions League football." That's the level of bargaining it has gotten to now. So you have Chelsea fans verbatim saying that they would rather lose to City by like 4 goals than see Arsenal win the league. Then comes the depression.
Hold on. Miguel. Even before you go to the depression stage, yeah, I think the bargaining stage, yeah, is the League Cup. Obviously, us losing the League Cup, I think, is giving them something to take home with. Like, you
Uh,
thought you guys was gonna win the quad. Da. So they've actually
oh yeah.
bargained.
So
They've
Man
actually got
City, you
more than
can't
they bargained for.
Man City, if you can't beat them in the league, at least beat them in the League Cup. That's all
Yeah,
we need.
that's all we need.
Get it. Give us an international break of joy.
That's all. That's all
That's
they
what I
wanted.
want.
Like, so in that stage, they've actually got more than what they've bargained for. Because then we've lost the league. In fact, I've not heard one person use the word loss. I've heard we've bottled the League Cup.
How can you bottle a game where you've never been ahead? You can't bottle something if you've not been ahead.
Oh my days! So that's the bargaining stage. That's the bargaining stage,
All
and
right.
so have it.
The depression is the best one.
Yes.
This is the depression.
So you think we're in the depression now? Yeah.
This is the depression. This is before acceptance comes the depression, and this is the depression. To be this upset or rattled about something so normal just tells me you have not accepted the fact that Arsenal is going to go on to win the league, and that you're depressed by the fact that you're seeing almost a near starting 11 of players miss the 2 weeks of international break football and have themselves fully ready to go for when the league kicks back on. what's gonna piss them off even more is if even two or three of the players on this list play versus Southampton in the FA Cup, which they will. A couple of them
You
probably will. Like I would expect Odegaard to be back fully fit for the game versus Southampton. I would expect some of those guys to be back fully fit for the game for Southampton. But guess what? If at least four of those 10 players play, these guys are going to be pissed. And then if they all start versus Bournemouth, they're going to be even more pissed. And you know what? I love it. What are they going to do? Do they not realize that Arsenal have no control over the national team's decision to withdraw the players? It is up to the national team to withdraw the players.
and
It's up to them.
Tuchel said something. Is it yesterday? And he was, and I
Today,
rate. Is it today? Sorry, and I
he
rate
put them
what
in the
he
mud.
said. I rate what he said. He's like realistically, like these men are trying to. They've got things they got. They've got. Well, I mean, he didn't use those words. I'm sort of
Let
paraphrasing.
me, I have the quote.
You got
He
the quote.
basically
Yeah, go on
said
then.
they're desperate to play, but it didn't make sense to put them at risk.
That's the exact quote.
The exact quote.
Let me get the exact quote.
Let me give you the exact quote because I tweeted it. Okay, here it is. He said, Thomas Tuchel has insisted that Arsenal star Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice desperately wanted to play, quotations, for England following the withdrawal from the camp. But here's what he said, the final part. But it's just made no sense to take that risk, implying that they've played a lot of football and they're probably better off not taking the risk of playing in these international friendlies and just being ready to go for the rest of the season and play in the World Cup at that point. Because guess what? It doesn't benefit anybody if a player gets broken during the international break and then gets injured for the club and for their country. They're probably
Exactly.
better off going back, getting prepared for the rest of the season if they and then getting ready for the World Cup afterwards. Because Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka have played heavy minutes. Even though Bukayo Saka has not been fully fit majority of the season, he still played a lot of minutes. And I do think it is in the best interest of England and Arsenal for them to be rested and to be ready to go for the remainder of the season. Plus, they'll be ready for the World Cup once the season's over, regardless.
I mean, for me, I think Tuchel's definitely gone up in my estimation, and I think the key part of that of what he said was they desperately wanted to play. But that's gonna get looked over. That, in fact, that part doesn't exist to most people. I think people only look at the outcome, which is they've obviously been released back to their club. But that part there, because then that throws away all of the these players are cheating. These players. In fact, I've heard people say the punishment should be they shouldn't be allowed to play for their country after. They shouldn't be allowed to represent their country in any major tournament. They shouldn't even be allowed to play the next club game. But you have here Thomas Tuchel, England manager, saying these players were desperate. Key word, desperate.
Listen, Thomas Tuchel did it for Jude Bellingham just now. Announced Jude Bellingham has been is benched for England's friendly versus Japan to protect him from injury recovery.
I
He's
don't.
he's doing this for not only Arsenal players, he's doing this for majority of the players in England that have some sort of injury or knock. He is this is probably in the best interest of England. For you guys to think, put out your best team in March for national team friendlies when you don't when you what benefit does that have? You're probably better off having these players fit going into the World Cup than having them play a meaningless friendly to try to figure out how they should play together. Get in the bench players and figure out which one of those players can impact the game.
Exactly, exactly. And this is what it's about. Is right now it's about those fringe players who actually want to be on the plane. Show us what you've got. Show us what you've got. And another thing, Igal, another one that people seem to leave out is our star man Jokeres is still on duty with Sweden.
Bro, I'm gonna talk about him in a second. What he did, but before we go on that, I just want to say you guys are hypocrites. A lot of you people who are chatting shit about Arsenal and the stuff about Arsenal, they're hypocrites. You want to know why? Because they're sitting there. s- What the hell just happened? They're sitting there stating some nonsense about everything regarding the Arsenal players, but they know in their heart of hearts if this was their team, they would not have any objection to it. But Viktor Gyokeres big up to him. Hat trick,
Hat
stepped
trick.
up for his country, and you know what? People are gonna try to shit on it. They're gonna try to say, "Oh, it was against this team, it was against that team," but doesn't matter who it's against. He's trying to get his team to qualify to the World Cup. He stepped up big time for Sweden, and there's no Isak, there is no Kulusevski, but guess what? The boy steps up versus Ukraine and he slaps in a hat trick, puts his team now in the final of the World Cup qualifier, and he's going to be facing Kivior and Lewandowski's Poland.
Poland. Yeah. What did you make of his three goals? Because I watched those three goals. Um, like which one of those ones impressed you the most? Like if you had to pick.
What you got to realize is the third goal I don't think
Mm.
happens in a Premier League setting too often. You're probably gonna you've seen that against Tottenham, but you're not, with two defenders that close to you. I don't think he gets that shot off in the Premier League. The
He scored a similar goal like that against Nottingham Forest, didn't he? Was it Forest or Leeds?
No, no, no. Against Forest, he against Leeds, he didn't score that goal. Against Leeds, it
Isn't
was
it the one where he took it from the right hand from the
against
left hand side?
against Leeds, he beat
Mm.
the man to get first to the ball from across from Martinelli. Against Nottingham Forest, he beat a man to get first to the ball for the from the pass from Eze.
Mm.
This game, yes, he beat the man for the first goal to get to the ball, but it was really a good pass, good setup, good movement, everything about that. That first goal, you can see that goal happen a lot, but we don't play like that too often. We've done it twice this season. As for the penalty's a penalty. He's going to knock down his penalties all the time. The
Mm.
third goal is the one I'm talking about, which is he's running, he gets the ball, there's two men in front of him, and he somehow slides it past the keeper and past the two men without anybody blocking him. I don't think you're scoring that goal that often.
You know, I was more impressed with, I think it's the first goal,
Yeah, the movement.
the movement, and it's something that I haven't really seen. In fact, it's something I've been very critical.
And he started it too. Did you notice that?
Oh, you started the move, yeah?
Yeah, the ball came to him. He passed it to Alanga. Alanga went out wide. He moved, went into the box, and boom, tap in. But
Yeah, I mean that was the
that's
one
more than a
thing.
tap in. Those are the tap ins that Aguero and Aubameyang used to get laughed at for. But those are great goals.
You've got to, and I think this season is particularly for Arsenal perspective. His movement at times, I want him to be in that position. I want him to be at the end. You ain't got to. I don't need you to score from 30 yards. The way we play is very much down the sides, ball in the box, cut across. Just be there. You know, positions where I've become accustomed to Marino actually finding himself there. I just want Gyökeres to be there more. I can't remember what game. I think it might have been Leeds. I think he did score a goal like that against Leeds away at Ellen Road, which was again just having that striker's instinct within that 6 yard box. Perfect.
Yo, I just
You
got an update.
go on.
They're saying that Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka have been playing through discomfort, and both are 70% fit. Rice is playing through thought. Rice has been playing through this for a while, according to Thomas Tuchel. Wow.
All I know, yeah, definitely come Bournemouth. Them man will be out there. That's all I know. That's all I know. I know they got to be back to as much as to 100% as possible, bro. That's all I know. Saka though, like, what do you make of Saka this season, bro? Like, listen, the bottom gooners have been tearing into him, and I think they use Saka as a shield or as a weapon to attack Arteta. Would you agree?
Nah, bro, the bottom Gunners, they'll just do whatever they need to do to make themselves look like angry old men.
Well, you think that, yeah? Like they don't
Yeah,
even care.
it's like an old man just yelling at the sky. Like that's all it is. I don't take them serious. How can you sit here and be like, I won't tolerate Bukayo Saka slander, but when it comes from rivals, I get it. When it comes from our own fan base, I just think some of you guys are just weird. Like to sit here and to be saying Bukayo Saka 350K a week, I'm like, bro, the guy literally got his contract yesterday. He's been injured, just came back from injury, and yes, he hasn't been playing and getting the output. But I would say his performances have been there. He just hasn't been producing the output. We're not seeing like the double digit goals, double digit assists yet. That's true. Haven't seen that. But I'm not sitting here saying Bukayo Saka's washed like some people are criticizing him the way that they are. They're going too hard on him. I think you look at the final performance, it wasn't great, understandably so. We're not going to sit here and just go crazy. But we some people you think they act like they completely act like we haven't seen this guy for the last several years performing at such a high level. And when I see his performances today, I just look at him and I say to myself, yeah, he's not getting the goal, he's not getting the assist, but he's still impacting the team in a positive, and that's what matters to me 90% of the time. He's still leading the team in creativity. He's still leading the team in touches at times in the final third. He's still doing the defensive actions. Yes, he's not getting the goals and assists that he was getting the years prior, and it's not great that he's not getting the same level of output. But if the team is still winning, he still has a massive part to do with it. And if you look at his actual creative numbers, he's up there still with some of the best creators in the league this season.
You see, for me, like I think I don't think I've been too critical of Saka because, like I've said before, I think Saka's one of the players that has so much credit in the bank. I think his level is so high that anything less than that can seem very bad. But I think if you look at the bigger picture, he's having a better season than most wingers in the Premier League. For instance, if you look at what's Doku, for instance, Saka's worst season is still on par, if not better than whatever Doku's doing. Do you get what I'm saying? But one thing I will say is that Saka hasn't been great this season, and I think two things can exist. I think the injuries hasn't really helped. He's played a lot of games for Arsenal and for England as well. I can't remember one. There's one useless, unneeded international that Saka played a couple times, even under Gareth Southgate, that Saka didn't need to play. And then I also think you can say that you can be critical of Saka in that sense. But then I also think now if we're talking about these bottom gooners, I honestly think they use Saka, they weaponize Saka against Mikel Arteta. They 100% do that. Oh, I've been because these guys are only interested in "I told man so." That 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 caption there, I told man or I told you so. These are all these guys are interested in saying. Like, if you've got a man saying, "Oh, I said 3 seasons ago that Saka would break down," huh? 3 seasons ago. So you've almost been hoping or at least encouraging for Saka's form to dip just to come out and put your little weasel hands up or your weasel head up to say, "I told you so." And this is, I cannot for the life of me fathom these guys as Arsenal fans. I really cannot. And I've seen you on a couple panel shows with these guys, bro. And Igal, I'm watching, I'm like, bro, Igal, get the jab out, get the uppercut out. Like you do a great job with how composed you are with these guys. Cause bro, I can't do it. I can't do it. I've been on these panel shows, yeah, and I get thousands of DMs like, "Oh, when I see you, I'm gonna do this to you. Oh, how can you talk to Jez?" All these sort of talks, bro. Like these guys, bro. I don't rate these guys one bit. I do not rate them because they have put their agenda above the club. They accuse you of being an Arteta sexual, but then they talk the most about Arteta more than anybody does.
Bro, what I just seen is mad. Check it out behind the scenes. When it comes to these guys, I honestly think they talk about Arteta more than we do.
That's the crazy part of
They're
it.
obsessed. Their obsession with Arteta is on a sexual level, and they're talking about us as Arteta sexuals.
Hold
They
on, let me.
speak they speak about this guy like a fat kid loves cake. Like, no offense to anybody who loves cake, but still, like it's just a 50 cents reference. If you don't get it, you're not old enough. But
let me
honestly,
let me play this cigar 1 second, yeah. And I'm
this
gonna
this
I
is
don't care.
mad,
I'm gonna hold on.
bro. This is mad.
Let
What's
me let
going
me
on?
let me copy this. Let me copy this.
You can download it. But yo, all I gotta say is, I personally don't know if some of these guys are actually happy when it comes to watching football. Like, we're winning, we're in a comfortable position in the league, we're in a good situation. How are you this miserable as an Arsenal fan where you're always nitpicking, looking for so many negatives? Like, as a fan base, we should be probably the most united out of all fans. But somehow there seems to be some division, and there somehow seems to be a lot of people who are upset. Like, don't get me wrong, I have no issue with some of these guys, and I'll speak to them on a regular when it comes to football. But personally, I just distance myself. I don't like doing too many shows with some people who are just constantly trying to find negatives. Like, I'm cool with Brandon. I know you're not cool with certain people, but I'm cool with certain people. I'm not cool with certain people that you're cool with. It's just how it is. You know what I mean?
I'm think I'm cool. I'm cool with Brendan. I'm cool with Brendan. Um, I'm cool. Who else is there? I think do you know? Maybe just Brendan. I'm cool with what's his name now? What's his name now? Black brother. Fucking, how's he gone out of my head? Fucking
Negative
hell. How's he
10.
got? No, 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 no. Bro, my head's gone now. That's at the end of the day, right? It's the business. What's his name? Fucking hell.
Oh, Kenny Ken.
Kenny Ken. Kenny Ken. I'm
Yeah,
cool.
Kenny
Fuck it.
Ken's cool, man. Kenny Ken's cool.
I'm cool. I'm cool with Kenny Ken. Even though, like, I don't think because there's some things he says I agree with, but I think holistically, I don't think I'm 100% in agreement with some of the things he said. So I'm cool with him. Jez, bruv, Jez he's gone way too personal for me, so he can do one. Um, North side, of course, like yeah, he already knows what that is. Um, who else is there, bruv? I think a lot of them, I really don't rate them, and that's just me keeping it 100. I really don't rate them, like because I don't mind you having an opinion or difference in opinion, but it's the whole what do you call it? It's the whole getting personal with it, and then they can't
You
take
know
it when
what?
you're personal with them, and like when you retaliate, they start crying about it. Yeah,
Some
I
some
don't, I
people,
don't, I
some
don't fuck
people,
with
it's
that.
just some people, it's just content. And honestly, I don't even like get mad about it. Sometimes I just think to myself, this is what they like to do for their content. Fair play. I honestly try not to get myself too wound up by other people and what they think, or else I'm just gonna be forever wound up over nonsense. But I do find it funny when I see myself on like somebody's thumbnail, or I see a topic about me. I do think that's funny, and I find
Bro.
and I actually sometimes maybe I'll check it out. But long story short, if we're speaking about Arsenal Football Club and we're doing well, what is there to really be negative about? Like, I get it, you want to win trophies, but you do realize there's been only one trophy handed out so far this season, and yes, we lost in the cup final, but we're still in a good position for the rest of them. And come the end of the season, if we don't win anything, best believe we'll all be upset. But right now, why agitate yourself and be overly negative and be overly over the top disappointed over nothing? Like, calm down. And when it comes to Bukayo Saka, he'll figure it out. Bukayo Saka is a good player. He's one of the best players in his position. And you're gonna have moments where you have rough moments, but he's gonna get it back together. And don't forget, this is still like there's still more to be played this season. I don't think you can just sit here and say, yeah, we played 42 games, but Kawasaka's not been great. There's been a lot of those games where he won us the game and he didn't even get a stat. He didn't get a
Yeah,
register, a goal, or assist. I can
yeah,
name two games off the top of my head. Do you remember the Fulham game? He
yeah,
basically set up the goal, and we didn't even register as a goal because it
yeah,
was own goal. Then you have the game versus Wolves, same thing, two own
yeah,
goals
yeah.
led to the winner, and he set up both of them. But yeah, people are gonna say, "Oh, how much did he create in open play?" Guys,
It's
if
the
you
300. It's
if
the
you
300K thing that annoys me, girl.
nah,
Honestly,
these people, we've lost great players because we weren't willing to pay what it takes. I don't give a shit if we're winning the league. Why do you give a shit how much our players get paid? You guys speak about standards, but then start bitching and moaning when we do pay players the level that other teams get paid. Do you know how much money? Vinny gets? Do you know how much money some of these top players across the world get? You cry for quality players, but then when you have a quality player who the club have produced, you want him to be still sitting on peanuts? Does that make sense?
And the alternative is not sign him up to that contract, then he leaves. And then those same people will have something to say about that. You know, those same
You're
people.
damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Really
100%.
and truly, these guys were bitching and complaining about our wage bill 2 years ago when our wage bill was smaller than what it is now. So why am I surprised? They're gonna find anything to be upset about. Personally, for me, I think certain individuals are spiraling. They don't know what to complain about. So at this point, they're just trying to complain about any little old thing that they can. And for certain people who are going to sit there and say Saka's never been good. I've always known he's not been that good. You wait after 3 seasons to try to get your Saka slander out. I did not hear this Saka slander in the 2022-2023 season when he was putting up numbers. I did not hear this last season. I did not hear this in the season of 2022, 2023, 2024 when he was putting up 20 goals and 14 assists. I didn't hear that. But all of a sudden he's having yeah, which is not the best year numbers wise, but if you actually look at the underlying numbers, he's still having the same level of impact to our wins. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear from these people. You guys cry me a goddamn river. Come the end of the season, if we win the league in this fashion, you just and you want to dunk on every single player. At that point, you have to admit Mikel Arteta is the greatest manager.
Bro, they've already started their campaign already. Like I've seen footages of Mana saying, "Oh, they've only like we're only winning it because like Man City haven't been great, Liverpool haven't been great." But hold on a second, hold on a bloody second. And this is why I question they're authentic if these guys are Arsenal fans. Bro, I couldn't care less how we win it. Especially 22 years. 22 years I've been waiting for Arsenal to win this league, yeah? I couldn't care less whether or not City chase us to the last day of the season, or whether we win it with 3, 4 games to go. It's not my concern. My concern as an Arsenal fan is for Arsenal to win the league. Because certainly I've seen teams blow this league away and no one's ever turned around and said, what? This league is washed. City have won the league 4 consecutive times. Not once did I hear someone say, oh, the league is washed. Because how can City continuously produce Farmer League vibes? And no one said that. You know, the moment Arsenal pipping City to it, it's an issue. But listen, I'm gonna try to play this thing I've just seen. Let me get this on because yo, this is wild. I haven't seen it yet, so this is my live reaction to it, bro. Let me add
His
it to the
dad
scene.
was Austrian. Yeah.
His dad
third
was
cousin to
Austrian.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Third cousin
Yeah.
to
Oh
Arnold
my God, Lee said
Schwarzenegger.
nigger.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh
off.
my God,Ee said nigger.
Like, get out of it,
Fuck
bro.
off.
We've had Tao.
Like, get
on
out of
both
it, bro.
channels.
We've
Bro,
had
the
Tao
audio is double.
on both channels.
The
Let me
co-founder
let
of
me
AFTV,
remove
not the
that.
cameraman, the camera guy. He's the co.
Let's take
His
it
dad
back. Let's
was
take it
Austrian.
back. Let's take it back.
Yeah.
All right.
Third cousin to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Oh my God, Lee said nigger. Fuck off.
Like, get
Show
out
me
of
this
it, bro.
We've had Tao on
For real, what's wrong with this clown, bro? Like, what is
No,
actually
no, no.
wrong with it?
Rewind that. Did he say it twice?
What's wrong with this clown?
was Austrian. Yeah. Third cousin to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Oh my God, Lee said nigger. Fuck off.
What? Who, bro? So what? Everyone that says Arnold Schwarzenegger is saying the N word. What you on, bro? Like you just wanted to say it at this point. You just wanted to say it.
Like, get out of it, bro.
We've had Tao on both channels. Yeah.
The co-founder of AFTV, not the cameraman, the camera guy. He's the co-founder, and that is my best friend in the entire world, mate.
Yeah. Guess what? Dismissed. Yeah. However, he's wide awake. He's alert. He knows. He grew up in apartheid, bro. The N word is nada to him. He's like, what?
What the fuck's he talking about? This guy's drunk out of his mind. He's trying to say because I'm friends with Tao, who's South African or something like that, the N words mean nothing to him. But you're the one who's saying it. What does that have to do with Tao?
What's got to do Tao? What's got to do with Tao, bro? And Tao, if I recollect, Tao's not black.
He's South African, right?
I don't know where he's from, bro. I don't know where he's from. But Tao is not me, bro. Tao is not me. But it just seemed like, hold on, bro. This guy's a crackhead, bro. We just gotta call out for what it is, bro. Honest to God, the brother's a crackhead, bro. The
Honestly,
brother's a crackhead.
I think he's lost the plot. Honestly, I think he's lost the plot. The alcohol's getting to him.
Seek help, Lee. Lee, seek help, man. You're moving like a crackhead. Like, where in that segment did you feel the need to use the N word, bro? Like, where in that segment you mentioned Arnold Schwarzenegger? That's his name. Who's gonna pull you up on using the N word and Arnold Schwarzenegger's name? The two don't even colorate, bro. What are you talking about, man? Seek help, seek help. You're moving like a crackhead, and all those other like brothers around him that just like I can't be racist.
I'm not even gonna hold the
North side's my
people.
best mate. I can't be racist. Rants and them man are my best mate. I can't be Shut the fuck up, you crackhead, man. Shut the fuck up, you crackhead. Idiot boy. Mumu man.
Listen, certain people are losing the plot, man. I'm telling you. Arteta's gonna win the Arsenal, the Premier League. What is he gonna do?
Bruv, he's a crackhead, bro. He's a crackhead. He's just gonna itch. That's all he's gonna do, bro. He's gonna do itch, and cheeseburgers. Itch and cheeseburgers, bro. Like, bruv, what's wrong with this guy, bro? Like, I'm not even, I'm not even
Yo,
pissed off at the
I
fact
lost all
he's
respect
using
for him when he was sitting on stream with that guy who was calling me the N word. What's his name? He's saying his boy from Barbados is calling me the N word. I'm like, I don't care where he's from. You're sitting there laughing, kiki with him. I'm like, that's when I lost respect for him. And then he went on and started saying stuff like, "Talk to me nicely. I know where you live. I could tell anybody where you live right now if I really wanted to." I'm like, what the hell? You're gonna try to tell me, you're gonna tell people where I live and try to put my family in danger. Well, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Saying the
yeah.
same thing to catch, saying the same thing to other people.
But he
Personally,
deleted he deleted it though. He deleted the catch thing straight away though. I think he sobered up and realized, all right, you know
he
what?
didn't delete the one about me. I still there.
This exactly my point, Egal, bro. This is what I'm saying. These, like, you let these. I'm not saying it's you per se, yeah, but I think they think you're an easier target than, let's say, me or Catch or whoever else or D, for instance. Yeah, like,
Hey,
and it annoys me because, bro, you're just like me, bro. You're a family man. Like you'll do what needs to be done, but they are big bullies, bro. They think, yeah, Igal, because Igal's like, you're
nah,
more
you know the
diplomatic.
reality is Lee ain't no bully. The reality is Lee's a nerd. That's the reality. He's just a guy who just got a little bit of a following, and now he's just gonna run with it. Speaks to his echo chamber and he says it as it is. But 90% of the stuff that he's saying is his opinion that's not behind any facts. That's the reality. And if we have a normal conversation, you can pick holes in all his arguments. Hence why he doesn't want to do videos with Terry on the football terrace. Hence why he's jealous of people who have bigger platforms than him, like Mark Goldbridge. Hence why he always keeps talking about AFTV because he's butthurt that they don't fuck with him anymore after everything that happened previously. And you know what? When it comes to Arsenal, he might say some things that come true, but guess what? 9 times out of 10, if you're negative, there's 19 teams that lose the league and there's one team that wins the league. So if what you are saying depends on your team being one of the 19 teams that don't win the league or being one of the one teams that do win the league, what's the likelihood of your team losing the league? You have much higher chances of losing the league. But yeah, everything Liga has been saying for the last 4 years will be proven false the day Arteta wins the league, and he'll look like an absolute idiot. And the way he's gonna spin it is, guess what? I was right all along because now we've achieved what I've been wanting to achieve.
Yeah, you're not getting away with that, buddy.
Get the
You're not getting away with that. Like, I'm not letting man get away with that. Like for me, yeah. Listen, yeah. By all means, have your doubts about the club, have your doubts about the team, have your doubts about the manager. It's what football's about.
Oh
Everyone
wait.
has
Pull up that comment. This guy is so right.
is true.
You can't trust somebody who has too many beef with people. How you beefing Terry, who you used to do content with, Henry, who used to do content with, me, who used to do content with, Bavs, DT, all these people. How you beefing all these people?
At
There's
one point, you
one.
must be the problem. You must
There's
be the
one
problem, bro.
correlation. But yeah, long story short, honestly, he's jealous of Terry. He's upset that other people get more views about Arsenal than he does. For example, Hussam, Big Mo, Mo Judges, and Henry talks football. He's trying to gatekeep Arsenal. You can't gatekeep Arsenal, bro. You can't gatekeep a football club. You don't own the club. But yeah, man. You know what? I needed to get this off my chest. I'm happy.
You got it out yet? Hey, fuck them lot anyway, man. Fuck them, bro. Fuck them. Like we don't. I don't understand. Like for me, I think you're 100% right. They're not bullies. They want to be bullies. They try to be bullies. None of them are, bro. Like none of them are. Listen,
He's gonna
all
call
I've
him.
ever
He's gonna call him in school. He's probably calling his big brother to come help him.
Right, his big brother can't help him today. I tell you that now. He just wanted to use the N word for the sake of it because, bro, Arnold Schwarzenegger's name has been rinsed since I've been alive. No one's ever colorated it to the N word, bro. So yeah, he's an idiot, bro. He's an idiot. And whoever sees him out there, yeah, and you're still pally with this idiot, you're an idiot as well, 100%. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. And like I said, he's gonna spin it back and say, "Well, I can't be." Listen, he might not even be racist, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100. He might not even be racist, but yeah, you're moving sideways, bro. You're moving sideways. Don't really understand that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Anyways,
Big
we're
up,
gonna
Willie.
win the league, bro. We're gonna win the league. All these people are gonna be in the mud who are saying we're not gonna win the league, including rivals, including Arsenal fans themselves. Some of these people, you guys can celebrate. No one's gonna stop anybody from celebrating when we win. But just remember these guys who were kicking us when we were down, and these guys who were laughing with the rivals, trying to seek validation when we weren't doing well. Because guess what? It's easier to build a fan base of people who hate Arsenal than people who actually love the club.
Of course,
There's
I'm saying that.
way more that dislike us than love us. That's the
Of
reality.
course, that's the reality, and that's why a lot of if you look at their subscribers, a lot of and big them up because listen, it's a business model that's worked thus far. But a lot of their subscribers, if you go through the comments, you see certain so LFC, certain so CFC, certain so United. Like you rarely ever see, and then of course they've got their cult following of Arsenal fans who are basically kissing their ass, you know. So there's that. But realistically, bro, if I have subscribers who are not Arsenal fans, yeah, they're only on here because they want to troll me. They're not here to find comfort. They're not here to seek validation about their club. They're only here to troll me. Do you know what I'm saying? And you might get the odd few that genuinely think, yo, do you know I fuck with Stricto? I might not like Arsenal, I might not like his views, but I fuck with just me as a person. So I understand that side of it. But for them, bro, just go through. I've been on their channel, bro, and I'm looking, I'm like, raw. You got so many fucking Liverpool fans. Like I remember, I was on Dan's channel, and I think it was the start of the season, and I said I don't think Liverpool will even get top four, and I stated my reasons why. I said Virgil van Dijk is aging, Konate his head don't seem to be with Liverpool, and yes, they might get Isak and whatever, but we don't know how that's gonna go. And I even mentioned the fact that Diogo Jota has passed away. Like that ain't going to be that's going to be a massive loss. And I got so many Liverpool fans. Oh, this guy's the worst. He's scum. How can you bring Jota's name? This, that, and the third. You know, because they don't like me. Because I put pressure on rival fans and bottom gooners. Do you know what I'm saying? And everything I've said so far, thus far, is coming through. You've got players coming out saying, look, losing a teammate you're not going to be in the game 99% of the time, especially when every 20 minutes or 21 minutes, Liverpool fans are paying their respects to Jota. It's going to play in their minds. Do you get what I'm saying? So I said all of that, and I've been got attacked. I got ripped to shreds. You'd have thought I wish the ill on this man. Do you get what I'm saying? I rest in peace, Diogo Jota and his brother as well. Have to say that because these guys love to spin these angles. But at the end of the day, bro, when Arsenal win the league, yeah, these guys are in the mud because they've backed themselves so much in one corner. It hasn't been a thing where it's oh, I don't think we're gonna win the league. They've actually done the opposite. They've gone so way down that way. They're with the rival fans, so they essentially have to stay there. You have to stay there, bro. I can't. You can't backtrack. You have to stay there. You can't like Shane Gooner, bro. I was on this pussy's YouTube the other day. Man's got a picture of you there. He's got a picture of Robbie there, and he's got a picture of Peter Sutcliffe, bro. Do you know who Peter Sutcliffe is?
No.
So the other guy on his banner, the guy's is a rapist and a murderer. He's got your picture there, next to a rapist and a murderer, bro. These things ain't funny. These things aren't jokes, bro.
Who's Peter?
Google, I'll send you the thing. Hold on, let me even send it to you now.
I thought he had like a dog.
Nah, G. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it's.
1 second. Go on that YouTube channel. Let's see this. What is this?
Hold on. Let me go on his YouTube. 1 second.
Some of these things just go over my head, you know.
Bro, you probably won't get it because I don't know. You ain't been in the country like over. How long you been there, Igal? I know you're from Canada or some shit.
I only moved to the UK since 2018.
So yeah, you'd have missed some cultural references. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll get it up. The guy's a clown, bro. I don't even rate him, bro. I don't even rate him. Has he even taken it off? Let's see.
His whole thing with me is he's upset that I told Dan I don't want to be on the same stream as him. So if I'm on a stream, please don't invite him. I don't want to be on the same stream as him.
Let me share the screen. 1 second.
So I think that's a valid thing to say if you don't like somebody. If I don't want to fuck with you, I'm gonna be like, yo, Dan, if I'm on a stream, I don't want to be on the same stream as him. If he's gonna come on the stream, just let me know I'm not gonna come on. And it became a thing where he's like, yo, this guy's blackballing me. This guy's blackballing me. Go fuck yourself.
He's an idiot, bro. He's an idiot. Hold on.
Last time I checked, it's up to Dan if he wants to have me on a stream or if he wanted to have him on a stream. Am I wrong?
Bro, you're within your rights 100%. You're within your rights. How do I remove and then add? I'm still getting the grips of this thing. Okay, add to scene.
All right. So you scroll up, right?
Yeah, let me scroll up.
So which one is it?
Can you see it? So the one in black and white.
Okay.
So the one next to. So this guy is a serial killer. Yeah. Peter William Sutcliffe, also known as Peter Coonan, was an English serial killer who's convicted of murdering 13 women and attempting to murder 7 others between 1975 and 1980. Press reports dubbed him the Yorkshire Ripper. Bro.
All right. What's the reference of the other people then? Kermit the Frog?
I don't get the reference of anything else. I mean, this looks like it might be the Last Supper, I think, maybe. And he's got Arteta as Jesus.
So not only is he mocking religion, he's putting a bunch of people's faces on it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's got Droopy, he's got you, he's got Robbie, he's got Arteta, he's got the Muppet, Peter Sutcliffe, and is it Matthew? Matt? Yeah. He's got. So he's got that there. Like for me, bro, that's disgusting, bro. See, so for me, I ain't gonna lie to you, Igal, for me, I'm punching man up if I see him, bro. Like that's me. I'm not saying that's what you, bro. What are you doing here? What are we doing here? Like this is a serial killer, a man that's murdered women, by the way, women, bro. What are we doing here?
Bro, I'm not sure people even heard of this guy.
Because you have a different opinion to him. Because you have a different opinion to him. Like I'm trying to even understand what all of that's about. All right, cool. You might not be religious, cool. You wanna whatever in it, yeah. But let's keep it
Bro,
100%.
you heard of
You're
Alex
putting me
Jones?
next to someone who has killed.
You heard of Alex Jones?
Who's Alex Jones?
You know the American guy who said that the school shootings didn't happen and it was a fall.
Oh, yeah.
I put these guys in the same category as them. They're like flat earthers. They don't. Everything they say is just like a bunch of nonsense. You can't really take them serious. So when they put stuff like this, they just look like idiots. Imagine your channel is run and based on just trying to talk shit about other Arsenal fans.
Yeah, man. That's what
Look
I'm
at his
saying.
most recent. Look at his most recent live thumbnail.
Oh, hold on. Let me put it back on. 1 second.
Just go on live.
Hold on. Let me put it back on the screen. Hold on. His recent live, yeah.
7 hours ago. You'll laugh. Or you even see like the other day.
Hold on, live. Okay, cool. Let me share it so we could have a little chin wag, man.
What's wrong with these people? Is that supposed to be me?
Where's he got? Has he got you there?
Next one. Go up. I'm supposed to be ET.
E.T.
Look at the one in the top. And then you click on the
see,
video.
okay.
And then if you click on the video, I'm in the video.
Oh yeah. He's got you as. Let's click on it. Let's click on it.
You're giving him a view.
Yeah, let's give him something.
1
I
second.
don't know
There
why
might
my
be a-
shit is so slow.
Yeah, bro. Internet's
It's
shitty.
loading.
Injuries are out of control.
Usual suspects.
Defending Arteta. Defending Arteta of what? Just skip it, bro. Just skip it. It's like whatever this is.
Yeah, his brother's a big flipping clown, bro. Can't lie to you.
Max,
Bro. There's
I
football,
know, bro.
and then there's that.
Bro, allow him.
There's football, and then there's that. And then if you used to punch one up, and then it's like people are gonna come back and say, "Oh, how you getting so offended over football?" But this ain't football, though. That's what I'm saying. It's not football. So he's got you there.
The maple mug.
He's
What the
got
hell
you
is that?
there.
What is a mug?
I don't have a clue, bro. Oh, what? Because you're Canadian. Maple's Canadian, no?
Yeah, maple leaf.
I don't know what Mong is, bro. I have no idea what the reference is to Mong, but I'm sure it's something not pleasant.
Yeah, these guys are weirdos, bro. These guys are weirdos.
You've got these guys rattled, bro. You've got these guys rattled.
Proper rattled, man. I'm telling you.
You've got these guys rattled, it, gal.
Anyways, bro.
But it is what it is. Let's not
Yeah.
focus on that too much. But yeah, people, make sure you hit the likes, people. Hit the likes. You know the setting
What
already.
we're doing
Before
is
you take
exposing bottom gooners. That's what we're doing.
bottom gooners in the mud. Before you take your next breath, hit the likes. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, people, go and check out Igal's channel, Igal Talks Football as well. Show the brother some love, man. But yeah, like it is all disrespectful, man. It is super disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. And then when you retaliate to it, you're the one in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? You got Jez telling man to shut up. When I told him to, well, you can't tell me to shut up. You shut up. I'm the one in the wrong. And it's like, raw, how dare Stricto disrespect him? Bruv, who the fuck is Jez to me, bro? Who the fuck is Jez to me? I don't give a fuck about that pussy. I don't care about him, bro. Who is he to me? He's you lot's godfather. He's no relative of mine,
The
bro.
man tell you respect your elders like he doesn't talk shit about people way older than him.
Do you get what I'm saying? Bro, you gotta respect yourself first before you get any respect from anyone. It's just how life works. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna tell me to shut up. You're not my dad, bro. You're not my dad. You don't know me to that extent. Do you know what I'm saying? And I let it slide, and then he carried on. And then the moment I said, bro, you shut up. Oh, Stricto's very disrespectful. Oh, he's trying to bully an old man. The same old man is telling people he told me to come and link him at Arsenal Tube Station. For what? What am I linking you for? What, you want to fight me? What we doing here?
You know what that is? Anybody tells you link you somewhere, they just want to send you somewhere. They're not actually trying to meet you.
Bro, but
They just
Igal,
want to
think
waste
about
your
it.
time. They just
Igal,
want to
think
waste
about
your
it for a
time.
second, bro. Think about it for a second, bro. I'm 6'2". Yeah. 17 stones.
I
16
met you,
stones.
bro, twice, 3 times actually.
Right. What am I gonna get going to link this feeble, fragile old idiot, bro? What points am I getting going to link this guy? Like and
Listen,
he's
I'm not here to talk bad about anybody regarding Jez. I'm cool with Jez. I think Jez he might be like loud, but he's never really been overly disrespectful to me. So I'm not gonna say anything bad about the guy. But
bro.
one thing I will say is I don't think anybody out of him or anybody who has been on Dan's stream is about fighting. Let's be honest. Nobody on this YouTube thing is serious when they say meet me somewhere. At least I don't think I've seen anybody who's serious. Like, let's keep it
But
100%.
Igal, 100%. But even worse when it's a man who's fragile, bro. Let's keep it 100%. I don't know what you was keeping up with back in the day. Like I don't, and I'm personally I don't care. That's none of my business. But as for today, bro, if you're coming to tell me to come and link you as some way of saying you're a bigger, badder man than me, then cool, I'll give you that. But let's be real, that's never gonna happen in real life. And if you see me in real life, you wanna do me something, Jez, I don't know how old you are, I don't know how old he is, bro. But
Bro,
let's
there's
let's
no
keep
point even going there.
let's keep it
The
100, bro.
reality
That ain't
is,
gonna you can't do me nothing, Jez.
the
Like
reality is, the
even the
reality is,
fact I'm even speaking about it, I feel a bit stupid ago.
bro, it's a silly topic of discussion because the reality is it's never gonna happen. There's no need to fight each other. If you can't even agree on whatever you guys talk about, what's the point of even having a conversation? Just don't speak to each other. Don't even go
I'm
on the same
saying,
streams. You don't need to talk about Arsenal if you guys get angry at each other when you speak about Arsenal. Last time I checked, if everyone has their own YouTube channel, you could speak to your audience. You don't have to speak to each other. And whenever we go on Dan's channel, if anyone's gonna piss you off, bro, just mute yourself. You don't have to listen to them.
you got. I wish I could be like you, bro. That diplomatic side of you that I wish because when I
Bro,
hear just stupidness, bro,
I personally don't have issues with Northside, Jez. Only people I have issues with is Lee and this Shane Gunner guy. This Shane Gunner guy has made it a vested interest to turn his channel into a smear egal campaign where he has 5 people panels discussing my my belief in Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. It's like, what are we doing? At this point, I feel like a celebrity when I see certain people doing stuff like that. So fair play to them. But he's a fan, you know what I mean? He's subscribed, he's checking out all my TikToks, all my Twitters. Fair play to him. As for Lee
understand.
Gunner, I
Yeah,
think Lee Gunner is a phony. I think Lee Gunner is a fake. I think Lee Gunner is doing this only for money and nothing else. And at this point, he doesn't care about anything about regarding the football club. He only cares about what benefits his pockets. And if you see this part of the video and you've been up until this point, please look at why he argues with people and why he has a problem with Henry, why he has a problem with Terry, why he has a problem with Judge Mo. Look at that and you'll realize it comes from a level of jealousy. And when it comes to other people that he speaks about that he's angry about, it comes from a place of trying to stay relevant, trying to stay hot, trying to have something to talk about. Personally, I don't really care anymore if I make a penny from YouTube because the reality is I have another job and this is something I do on the side. I don't sit here begging for super chats. I don't sit here begging for anybody to even watch my content. I do it because I like it and I do it as a pastime. Other people, it's their livelihood and fair play to them. If that's their livelihood and they can make it as a full-time YouTuber, that's amazing for them. But for me, I have 2 kids, I have a wife, I have other things to worry about. I can't sit here and make videos any time of the day because sometimes I'm busy. But right now, the way people are speaking on YouTube, it just makes me feel like they don't have a genuine care for the topic on discussion because if they did, they would stay on topic and they wouldn't be fighting people every single week. But yeah,
and that with that said, people, we're gonna end the show. It's been over an hour, ago. It's meant to be 45 minutes, but we've gone over. Yeah, man. Let the people know what you've got going on, Igal, man. I know,
Hey, if I post something, I post something, you'll see a heads up. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel, Eagle Talks Football. I'll probably do a TikTok and post that. But yeah, there's not too much to really speak about today. Just Thomas Tuchel topic. And maybe if I clip up a portion of this video, maybe I'll do that. But that's pretty much it.
Okay, there you go. There you have it. Igal Talks Football. Make sure you lot run that up to him. Yeah, we're gonna end it, guys. Make sure you hit the likes on your way out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some content going some point this week. There's not really, unless something happens between now and then. It's, you know, I will post stuff. But yeah, hit the likes, and yeah, we'll see you very soon, and we'll go from there. Let's go.
I went from strict to stricto, strict. Understand? Only person I owe is myself. Strict. I went from strict to stricto, strict. Understand? Only person.